What's up, guys? It's Ricardo, DFW Junk Guys. Check it out, it says it on my hat. Junk Guys. You know, I want to talk to you all about margins in this business, guys. Margins. So I recently was sat down and I had sat down and talked to somebody in another, it was more of a conference call that we got into. It was me, Tony, and we got into a conference call with a company out of Seattle, and they wanted to junk removal, and the whole fact was they wanted to know how we were doing it so cheap and how our margins were so high. And as the guy's talking to me, he mentions that he's been watching other people's videos, and he watched someone's video, and I'm not sure whose it was. He couldn't tell me whose it was, but he said that the guy expected to make margins of 15%. At the end of the day, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, that his margins per job was about 15%. So, in other words, whoever had posted this video had mentioned that the margins on his work and his call center and Google ads and whatever he's doing, that at the end of the day, with everything done, it was 15%. So that's what he was going to walk away with. So I want to imagine this, okay? So let's put this to an example of what I'm talking about, okay? So if he says 15%, I'm going to easily tell you, if he made $100, he's going to take home $15. So per 100 bucks, he makes $15. So let's just take that in situation in a big job. Let's say he does a $1,000 house clean out. Then he takes home 150 bucks. 15% of $1,000 is 150 bucks. And if you do 15%, it is really good, he was saying. And the guy in Seattle, you know, he was talking to me about this, and we were, like I said, we were in a conference call this Sunday with him, and he was mentioning he wanted to start, and that if the margins were really good at 15%, this is something he wanted to do. And I said, I'm going to tell you something, sir. If you want to do 15% off of junk removal, don't do junk removal, okay? Don't do it. Just don't bother being in a business where you're getting 15%. That is retail, okay? We're in a service, guys. Our service is to go around and pick up trash and junk and debris and garbage from people's houses. If you're expecting, and I'm going to express this self, if you're expecting to make 15% after everything's done, don't do that, guys. I mean, don't bother starting a junk removal service. Go work on the workforce. I mean, hell, you make better percentages that opening a retail, and retail's tough right now in this economy. The fact is that, guys, out of $100 that I make, I'm taking home $95. $95 is it's big time margins. It's about 95%. And that's how I look at it. Listen, my trucks are paid for. My business is just also, the business I'm in is matured. So I'm in a matured business. I've been here long enough to tell y'all that if you're making 15% off a job, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, guys. Just don't bother. I mean, the only people that are making money are honestly your employees. To think about it, if you're making 15%, your employees are making most of the money. They're actually making more money than you are if you're sitting at home. So if you're in the office and you're just getting these orders and you're with the call center and you're doing Google Gods, whatever you're doing, you know, and you're doing all this and you're making 15%, well, Jesus Christ. Just be a, you know, there's nothing wrong with being a firefighter or someone that works for the city. They make good money, you know what I mean? You can be doing that. But in junk removal, guys, if you're not making somewhere above 75% and up, there is a problem with your job. Okay, let's put something in a situation. Okay, and I want to express this, and I'm going to make up some numbers. But let's say you're spending $25,000. I'm sorry. Let's say you're making $25,000 in sales. Okay, $25,000. 15% of $25,000 is about 2,500 bucks a month. That 10%. I'm sorry, 10% of $25,000 is about $2,500 a month. So let's just round it off to about 3,800 bucks. Somewhere around there, you're making that much at about 15%. Wow, that number really sucks, especially if you sold $25,000. That's a lot of junk removals for you to be doing and not making any money. It's kind of pitiful. It's kind of pitiful. So listen, guys, if I make $1,000 in a day, I'm expecting to take home at least 800 bucks. That is 80%. And I have it down already, but like I said, my business is mature compared to other people's. I don't want to sit there and say everybody's going to be the same, and I'm going to tell you why. My trucks are paid for, my trailer's paid for. You know, all I have is gas, and if I fill up my vehicle on a Monday, like today I filled it up, it's going to last until about Wednesday or Thursday. This diesel, this 6.0, it's really great on gas. But it's just incredible when I heard that he wanted to make 15%, and I said, dude, why are you doing that? Don't set yourself to fail at 15%. Guys, we're all in a junk removal service because our margins are big. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is the only reason we're in this business. I mean, honestly, do you really honestly like picking up a refrigerator that has food in it and it's dripping blood like on the side? Come on, man. Guys, our margins are way bigger than that, than a normal job. That's why we get into these businesses. This is why we're in this business, is because the margins are big. Out of $1,000 I'll make 800. Out of $100 I'll probably make $90. Okay? There is no reason that you should be making less than that. There is no reason that. Now, if you're paying for Google AdWords and you're paying for this and you're paying for this, if you're making $25,000 a month and $5,000 of it's going to Google AdWords, fuck. That's a lot of money for a lot of hard work that you're doing. I mean, that's pretty decent, but Jesus Christ, you're doing a lot of work. That's $5,000 less of work that I'm paying out to somebody else or some other company, you know what I mean? And I can only express to y'all guys, it's all about the margins business in junk removal. If you can keep the money and you can keep that number high, that the more the better. Of course, in junk removal you have 3 businesses. You have the recycling, you have the resale, and of course the junk removal. If you're doing all that, your margins have to be higher than 15%. I just don't see them any lower than that, guys. And I want to do a video really quick just expressing that, and I'm going to post this without editing it. And I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until someone comments below. Again, this is about the margins of junk removal. I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Don't forget to subscribe over to the right side. On the left side, check out my other videos. Bye-bye.